Hey folks, Consolidating here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 as the communist Brazil, which now has a vertical name again, which does make sense, but it was nice when it was horizontal for a little while. Looked cool. Anyway, we are bopping Ecuador here. They should finish it very quickly. Submarine effort, done, good. Yeah, we're gonna want, oh, that's ahead of time, so it's not actually that important. Destroyer, nuclear, yeah, you know what? Oh, that's ahead of time penalty for nuclear technology, which might still be useful. We might need some nukes at some point. We're going to see how it goes. To break the U.S., we may need to nuke them. So we do have a war goal against Mexico. It expires on January the 4th, I believe. So we've got some time to still act there. Basically, what I'm waiting until Ecuador finishes so I can take all the teal armies and move them to the Mexican front. We've got some naval invasions that are still looking. They're in areas that we are used to. So that's all going to be fine. We're building up an airfield over here in Curacao? Whatever, this place, Caraco. And when we do that, we're going to deploy a whole bunch of naval bombers into the Caribbean or Caribbean. It's another point of contention, although both pronunciations there are valid. As opposed to what the hell I'm doing to the name of this goddamn place. Ugh. Anyway, we've got, yes, some resistance occupation still, but we are moving some people to deal with that, so that should get resolved relatively soon. In fact, we have no resistance, which is nice to see. These MP units are working there. Ecuador has capitulated. A clean capitulation. They still have the Galapagos, and I don't care, although that is now a staging base for the Allies, which definitely does suck. So what I think I'm going to do is this. I'm going to take, I guess, 70 of these guys, in particular the attacking infantry. 4, 5, 6, 7, and I'm going to just add you to red group over here, and the rest of you, I could just end up with a field marshal, but it would suck to lose some of the things that we've got going on here. So I think what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to go and just pop off one of you. I should have actually put you in a separate army, but that's okay. We'll find you in a second. And I'm just going to assign you to this front line as well. I'm going to get you to focus on that to start off with. So I go over there and that's fine. So then that one guy who just should have transferred into a separate army, you, over here. Now you're part of an army. There's a good chance that this is going to be a suicidal move. And I'm going to apologize to you right away. But you're going to do that. Good luck. It would just be nice to deny the Allies a naval base off my western coast, because if they're there, then I'll have to worry about defending over here, which would be very, very, very annoying. So let's cross our fingers. Although, without a naval presence, we probably have no intel here. And they do have some ships, clearly. Switch this to your home. I'm going to put you on convoy rating off the Peruvian coast, which should give us a little bit of intel. We can also, over here... Wow, that's quite the airbase. Get our planes. This could be our first testing for our naval strikes. Day and night, normal mode. Actually, maybe just day. We're out of fighters. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer you over here to do that. And do a little bit of air superiority. Don't need to do any interception over here. That's going to be good enough. And that should also give us a little bit more intel. So between the two, hopefully we can actually transfer this. Although, oh, you're in a different zone. Oh, that's actually not a good invasion plan then. Hold on. Cancel. You're going to invade from here to there. And we're sort of gambling that there's no one there, since these are not actually marine units. Although I do have marine tech, don't I? No, I never unlocked them. This might be a really good example, though, of another, like, super minimalistic group. Yeah, you know what? While this is sort of going to screw up your experience points a little bit, but it's hardly meaningful, I'm going to grab the mini paratroopers. I'm not using you as a paratrooper, although I guess I could. Hang on, let's do that instead. Your orders. Well, you have to wait to become a proper paratrooper unit. Oh, right, I've already dismantled that, so over here I can issue my transport planes. There we go. Because my thing is, if there's any opposition, I'm just going to lose. Although, at least in a naval invasion, your people do run away. Not as much with an air invasion. But yeah, that's going to be fine. Caribbean Sea, but we will be able to defend that, so that's going to be okay. And yeah, we do have to declare war on Mexico soon. Troops are moving up there, though. We'll just give them a little bit more time. And I don't think attacking in the winter there is quite the same mistake as maybe attacking Russia in the winter. So, airdrop. You're going to go... What the... No. Oh, it's because I clicked on the goddamn airport instead of the province. From there. Oh, you can't reach. Okay, so naval invasion it is. From here to here. That way we only need intel in one particular province. You are still the mini paratroopers. That way we are sacrificing very, 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 very little. We do have our bombers operating in the area. The range is... Oh, there's a storm as well, but we also lack the range, which does suck. I want to start getting a destroyer presence to escort convoys or something. I'm not sure. Anyway, our front line here is looking pretty good, although our mountaineer divisions are not, you know, focused on the mountains. What I could do, and what I probably should do, yeah. All my mountaineers are in the Red Army. So I'm going to tell the Red Army, assuming I've picked it right, to focus a little more here on the left. I mean, they're already focused on pushing up that way, but I'm going to change their front line a little bit as well to be more focused there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of our regular, because that's quite a thin line, some of our normal infantry, and just move them over into the teal group like that. There we go. So now the Mountaineers should get redeployed over this side, and then push in that way. That's going to be good. How's the infrastructure over here? Really good, actually. Although it might be smashed up. Yeah, Guatemala. Let's move you up to the top so we can repair that infrastructure ASAP, because right now we're getting some attrition problems over there. It might not be the local infrastructure, though. Let's take a look at the supply map mode. Looks like there's a bottleneck over here. Let's make sure that gets done. What is that province? La Libertad or whatever. Let's put you up near the top as well. Okay. Good. Sufficient intel. So the planes flying over is not enough. Let's get like just more coastal vision. Kind of like it, actually. They're not super expensive. This is not the cheapest thing. I'm not going to increase the priority on all this. But a little bit of radar. Plus, it'll be nice to counteract bombers later on, giving us some vision. Okay, another attack there. So far, so good. This guy's got some good experience points, which is really nice. Okay. Oh, and what I should say, actually, is this theater should actually be top priority for reinforcements and whatnot, because it's much more actively fighting. All right, I think it's time to declare war. Boom. I'm a little concerned so what this is going to mean to effectively be opening a true front against the United States, who might send some troops down here. But we'll see. And who knows, maybe it'll actually allow the USSR to finally gain a foothold in the British Raj and or get people out of here. A lot of US troops are caught up in some fighting over here, though, so that's nice to see. These battles are not going great initially, which is not entirely happy-making. But yeah, we are going to push through here, and that should be fine. In fact, we might even be able to get a bit of a surround going on. How's my my tank division? You're nearly there. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and deploy you. So then you have joined red group here. Excellent. You're going to be green. You don't have all your equipment, but you're still going to be helping out. I hate the fact that these colors are so similar between Brazil and Mexico. Nearly the identical shade of green, which makes it very hard to see exactly what's going on, other than our drawn fronts here. Actually, start with that, because that's where their supplies are. If we can get them out of there, then they'll have nothing left, and we can just finish that off entirely, which is great. In fact, then with teal, I'm going to go and get rid of your front line here. And you're just going to also participate, or offensive line, in the same sort of push. I'll just draw a slightly different one because it'll be easier for me to track. There we go. You're still doing that. Okay, good. Oops. What? No. Oh, slight misclick. You're still preparing. Anti-tank done. It's almost 43, and we can consider the next level. Let's go ahead and unlock Marines just to give us a couple options later on. Trade interdiction done. Convoy interdiction. Yeah, better subs. Because right now they are sort of sucking. They're not actually killing any convoys and mostly just dying. So we'll see if we can't get that fixed. Meanwhile, we got a push coming in here. And what I would like to do very much is grab my Alpine divisions. Oh, this is forest. Never mind. Grab, say, my assault division. And see if we can't force a little bit of a rush here that might result in a surround. Be easier to do if we had really fast-moving, you know, light tank divisions or something like that. But, oh my god, did we actually kill a convoy for the first time ever? Stupendous. Meanwhile, we do have naval bombers, but, yeah, their range is sort of sucking. But I'm still hoping that they can take care of some of this stuff. I don't know. Alright. That's going to get resolved. Done. We're pushing well over here. We really would like to have Mexico capitulate before the U.S. comes and reinforces this front line. That being said, push comes to shove. If we need to hold this against the U.S., we should be able to bottleneck pretty effectively in the mountains. Hopefully. I mean, of course, they can sort of do the same thing to us. So let's see how it goes. Meanwhile, you are still working on that. Excellent. And if you do this, we're going to be in a really, really good shape. Look at this. We'll be killing like 21 divisions, like encircling them completely. Opening that second front temporarily. The tank, you are going to go and do this, because actually these guys are trying to do a bit of a cutoff maneuver. Tank does not move very quickly. What's our speed? 2.9 kilometers. How does that compare to our pure infantry? Okay, it still moves a lot faster than our pure infantry divisions, but nowhere close to the speed of a true and proper sort of mechanized group. Yeah, looks like we're not going to be able to succeed in our little encirclement plans, which is a bit unfortunate. They are pulling back appropriately. Actually, in 1.2, the AI was even improved to be able to spot encirclements even better than before. Although I doubt that this would have worked at any particular time anyway. All right, more battles going on over here. And, okay, the islands are defended. So this, well, it's actually a marine invasion, is not going to succeed. They're not defended by much, actually. So we could probably do a true naval invasion of the Galapagos, which wouldn't be a bad idea to deny the Allies a base over there, but today is not the day for that. Free dockyards. Tell you what, I will go and restart some destroyer production here. Not that it's really a priority, and right now the destroyer tech is pretty weak. Oh, we did get our encirclement! Excellent. Okay, who's attacking? The tank here. Just go and halt for now. And get everyone a chance to get around here. Or actually, I'm going to wait for these guys to get attrition more, and then go and attack with a full surround. I still have lots of troops sitting over here. Tons of troops. But this is a good encirclement. And I still overall like our composition, but attacking into the mountains is going to be just brutal. Alright, so yeah, lots of people just moving forward and waiting here. Well, it looks like we are making some progress. Oh, Dwight D. Eisenhower getting involved there. Lower echelon support. Better fighter detection. Sure, we're just going to keep going down there. Mexico. Yeah. But, we can move from Guatemala to Yucatan. Well, we move some to there. Cap is 200. What you're going to do when you get there is I will say your reinforcement limit. There you go. Set your reinforcement limit to 200 over here. And I'll get you a high priority, actually, since you can be a little bit closer. And then maybe we'll build up some air bases over here. We'll see how it goes. Infrastructure over here is quite low, actually. Bring that up to 8 as well. And move you up higher up. Okay. That's good, that's good, that's good. I can't believe... Yeah, okay. No, there's just, like, naval nonsense going over here. We can still cut off their supplies pretty effectively. And actually, maybe we can just starve them out. And then, yeah, getting a proper group of Marines over there could be quite nice. Even, like, one full proper division of Marines. Or maybe, I don't know, 3 or 4 divisions. Just really step on them. Of course, do we have the equipment for that? We haven't checked our logistics in a while. It's looking okay, although... we're still probably waiting for a lot of upgrades. If we look here, yeah, that's reinforcements. Once that gets satisfied, I'm sure upgrade needs will go to like the tens of thousands still. But it's not too shabby. So you guys are cleaning that up. And you can keep going with the push. I mean, we're being, you know, our supply situation is pretty weak here, but it's not too bad. So again, we'll bring you up to about 8. Encourage you near the top, one way or the other. We have enough to do all this? Yeah, we do actually. Good. And we're still building those airfields in Curacao, which, oh right, is where I want to put our naval bombers. So what I'm going to do, ooh, okay, pause, is these naval bombers, I'm going to split you in half and grab half of you and put you over here. And you're going to be patrolling over here. Anti-ship. Excellent. We might get lucky, we might not. I don't know. It would help if we had a naval presence there, but I don't think we're ever going to have a real navy. All right, new national focus set up. We're far away from hitting the ahead of time penalty on the jet research, so it's not really required right now. Whereas, you know, getting some actual destroyers at some point would be nice. So yeah, this is rough. It's possible that we can drop on Mexico City behind them. It's definitely possible. We got to figure out where my transport planes are, which I think are over here, indeed. And then the closest one would be here in Guatemala. And so let's say I took these two, put them in their own group, make them proper paratroopers, get them to halt, just hang out here. I'm going to go from here on to Mexico City. As if we can do that, that would be a huge coup. I may be sending them to their deaths, of course. But if they can land there, they should be able to hold out very, very, very well. On the basis that it's mountainous, they will have supplies from the city itself. I mean, they can still get the full like encirclement penalty, which isn't good, but let's say there some of you are going around there. Excellent. Yeah, do something like that. See what you can make happen. Sort of need the paratrooper drop. We need more air superiority over here, which we don't have. Oh yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on here, including some bombers. All right. Cancel you. Caribbean Sea, I'm going to cut you in half and then trash some of you. Peruvian coast. No, that's still fine. There's not very many of you. Naval bombers, naval bombers. Okay. So that has freed up some fighters. So again, in Mexico here, in Oaxaca, transfer you over. I actually want you to be, that's the easiest way to do it. You can get a 400 unit cap. Go higher priority, going over Mexico, and you're going to be assisting with some air superiority as well. I guess we'll just go, I mean, I'm worried about the bombers, but we are going to go full air superiority here. Try to get our 70% in place. Must be nearly there. Oh, did we drop? We did drop. Oh, but there were some troops there, so Some more paratroopers just lost their lives. Still, that was probably worth the gamble with a full strength one. Because they might have been able to win. Or maybe I should have just dropped the mini on there again. Yeah, probably. Probably. Our equipment is way too valuable to be making those sorts of crazy-ass moves. Alright, Teal. I'm going to delete your current offensive line, which is very unenthusiastic. And we're going to draw... Just keep pushing across. And Red, we'll keep getting you focused on Mexico City for now. That's going to be okay. If it had been empty, it would have been great. But it wasn't, so it wasn't. Naval battle. And we're starting to do some damage here, which is nice. Fighter lost, bomber lost. We might start to do some damage. I don't know. Resistance to occupation. So, how are we doing over here? What is this? Oh, yes. You need to move to there, I think. Do we have any other... Actually, all these MPs. Move you over there. But, I was going to say... Need to join... Teal. And then, who was that? Oh, you were the failed naval invasion. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to make you a regular infantry division again. I realize you don't have the equipment, but that's okay. And I'm going to get you to join probably this Teal group over here for that front. You're holding that, which is great. Yeah, just keep holding that location. No division. What's going on here with these? Can I not change the size of this? Apparently not. Let's do the same thing with the red group here. Just move them up that way. There you go. Simplify that border a little bit, please, and thank you. No real naval invasions to worry about. Good. Excellent. Damaging some U.S. ships. So some things are starting to happen. Not a whole lot, but things are starting to happen in the sea. Just barely any damage. I mean, we're still in the Class 1 naval bombers, so I'm not really expecting huge results from them. But we'll see. Okay, yeah, you just keep holding that. I'm going to get one of these guys. I realize that this extends the front, but also gives us more angles to attack from, which can help out a lot. Trying to shrink the front here. Well, I guess it's not going to really make a difference province-wise, but it looks better. There you go. Some damage. It's something. It's a thing. Doing a good job holding this. These are in mountains, and they are Alpine divisions that are trying to hold that, which is nice. These guys are trying to cut us off there, but hopefully we can go and counter that before. Yeah, we got our submarine class 2, and then we got our discount on our 3. Excellent. I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna bother changing anything right now. It's not much of a battle. Literally no damage on either side. The hell? Why do you even bother telling me about that? Okay, good. We got there in position earlier than they did, so they've got the defensive penalty over there, which is nice. Single company 3 is good. The next level field hospital may as well, because we are using them. Anyone moving over there? Yeah, we've got some reinforcements coming in this location, which is good. Good, good, good. And yeah, right now we're fine. Yeah, okay. I think that's we're gonna hold there. I'm feeling pretty confident about it. You are being attacked here, but you're gonna hold that, and that does give us a big honking surround over here. Like, more people, just throw in there. Let's get that dealt with. Convoy interdiction done. Good. Submarine, yes. More detection. Also nice with that discount. Okay. We're still doing fine here. Indeed we are. Very good. These ships have been here forever, but not really threatening anything. It'd still be nice to take the Galapagos, but we're not going to bother with that. Not right now, anyway. Closing in on Mexico City. Rather than throw everyone in here, I should really work on more surroundy stuff. We should take this, because that's a victory point. And see if we can sort of wander back over here. And there's still going to be a lot of mountains. Taking Mexico City itself is not going to be easy. Cities have good defensive bonuses. Mountains do. Do I want to keep extending this? Sure. And it's extending our front line, which has all sorts of issues, but... How's our infrastructure over here? So keep up 8 infrastructure this way. In fact, I think I'm going to like try to get up to level 8 on both sides. I mean, we're still mostly waiting for the construction of the previous stuff to actually finish, but we want to be able to not starve out our troops and to be moved quite easily, especially since we're not going to be shipping anything overseas. We're going to take advantage of our land connection the whole way, which is, I mean, often better for throughput, but also important since we can't actually guard anything. Yeah, we're overextending a wee bit over here. Gotta give a time for my troops to deploy around. Ooh, Mexico City's actually getting potentially beaten up there, which is nice to see. Tempted to let this guy actually take it, and then I could go and probably squish him from a couple of different sides, actually. Okay, yeah, I was going to say, Mexico City's probably going to defend. It only has 2 frickin' divisions, but they should have pretty stonking good bonuses. Okay, you can halt that. No reason for you to suicide. Actually, no, never mind. Start that because it'll give us a chance to pop in here, and you can't reinforce that way. That's held, which is not a surprise. And you decide to move in there, which might work because they just failed to attack. But no, as I say, let's do this instead. Oh, you're actually... I screwed up, and again, I'm doing a fallback to here, which could lead to being overrun because someone is moving that direction. Depends on who gets there first. Should almost be like an "are you sure?" That's a lot of dudes moving there, actually. As long as we get there first, it won't be an overrun. Okay, it's not. We'll probably be forced back because we have no organization. But we've taken Mexico City. What's your base national unity? 90%. Okay, so we're going to have to take a lot of stuff to finish this. Free military factories. Excellent. We still need a lot of equipment 3. We're still drastically short on steel. So I'm going to move these guys to the top. That's actually going to interfere. It's going to steal steel away. Steal steel, yes, from our tank production. But I think it's still probably more important to do it that way. Speaking of tanks, they're here. One heavy tank thing. They're still green, which is not really good. But it's fine. They'll get there eventually. Oh, yeah, and I still have the extra factories. Right. It will be more infantry equipment. I'm going to leave it at the bottom, though. We are stealing some factories along the way, which is nice, but mostly we need steel. So in the sort of western United States here, with all of its goddamn mountains, that's going to be where we're going to get a lot of our steel. It's too bad. When I thought it was Texas that was going to be so good, but it has it's aluminum in Texas. Because it was going to be a little easier to attack the flat terrain there and just take a little bit of land. It doesn't overextend our front line too much. Now I'm a little bit concerned. Anyway, ooh, look at all the little reports. A little bit of naval bombardment. And if we can get our naval bombers up to level 2 or even 3, that should start doing a lot more damage. Not to mention better fighter support as well. How's our resistance? Oh, still a little bit of it, really. Now let's go and grab one more horse over here and get you to help out. Okay. There we go. Hitting the convoys. Very good. Nice to actually see some successful convoy action now that we've abandoned over here in the superior British forces. But at some point we'll get better submarines going on. And actually, we do have some submarines over here. We're going to throw in some convoy raiding right there. I'll get you that to be your naval base. And then, yeah, go back to convoy raiding down there. Probably won't end well for you, but we'll see what we can do. It's a nice little bottleneck. Since we have Panama, they're forced to ship around. This is going to hurt their shipping a lot for the Allies, which is really good for me. Also, their ability to reinforce the different seas. Japan, doing still well for itself. Yep. Well, I mean, they haven't really taken all this territory, which isn't actually as good as we would like. Meanwhile, we're pushing into Mexico quite well. I suspect their capitulation won't be too far away, even with their 90%. Mexico. Yeah, they're 74%. They still have a ways to go. I this might be the last actual, like, hard victory point. At a glance, that seems to be true. But they still have a lot of territory that we will have to take in general. Well, I guess we're going to put a cut in here. Oh, there's probably some of our submarines getting lost right away. Although we did kill some destroyers there, which is interesting. You know, a handful of naval bombers positioned here might be a good little assistance. Patagonia, do you have access? There we go. Let's throw some naval bombers into there. And see if you can help out. All right, whoops. But we are going to put a cut in here. Thank you very much for watching. At some point, we'll take care of the fact that Mexico is green, just like us, and that will not be allowed to last. But we are starting to get to American territory. And the big question will be, how many troops are still in America as opposed to overseas? We know they've got a bunch of people in the British Raj and in the Northern Soviet Union. So how many people have they left at home? And if the answer is not enough, we can do a surprising amount of push here. They will at some point start to recall their troops home, but that will take a while to happen, and that will also open up some vulnerabilities over here. Soviet Union still present here, although not much apparently, and are still failing to push back these troops over here, which is a damn shame. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, folks, and I'll see you guys next time.